Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to Uncle Harvey's Honey. Um, this video is going to go with the remote apiary preparation and just the planning. And got the bee truck all loaded up here, and I just wanted to go through some of the stuff that you might want to consider if you have a remote apiary kind of far away. It's one of those things where 2 is 1 and 1 is none. When you're out there, you kind of have to pack for everything. Now, as far as planning on my phone, I do have Apple Notes is what I use. You could use a piece of paper if you wanted, but for instance, I just pull up, what we got down there, and on here, I have a couple different categories. One for equipment that I left behind and items that I need. So I'll make this video here and kind of go through some of the stuff that you have to think about when you're going to a remote apiary far away. So let's check out some of the stuff I got loaded up. All right, well, we got starting here. There's a car coming by here, but now I'm not going to leave this stuff on the back of the truck, but just wanted to pull some out. You always need some duct tape. There's some spare electrical fence wire. Now I anticipate that we have a swarm that's caught, so I have so I can screen them in, and some staples. I got 13 boxes with comb. Most of it's drawn out, but the other ones aren't. Here's my fence tester. I got the string trimmer because I know it's going to need that. Box of goodies here. Got some fabric inner covers and just some random tools. I got 3 or 4 extra tops, 3 or 4 bottoms. I got a chainsaw here because just in case the road's closed in, who knows. And just wanted to show you some prep here. We're going to head down to the cabin apiary and we'll get to it. I'll show you when we get there what it looks like, and hopefully this kind of helps out with preparing. Got the bee truck all loaded up and we're on our way. Here we are. I finally made it down to the cabin. Bees are flying here, and we'll get into them and add some boxes if they need. We made it down, and of course it started to rain, but that's all right. It'll just make it a little bit more interesting. The first thing I like to do when I show up is check the fence, because if I have to get into fence repairs and stuff, that just adds to, a little bit beyond adding boxes and beekeeping. So I like to know right away. Go ahead and test this. 8,300 volts. This one's neutral, so it's not going to be anything. 8,700, 8,200. I don't know why it jumps like that, but it does. 8,300, 8,100. It's varying between 8,000. Oh, there's 9,000. How about that? Yeah, we're good. So that's just like the first thing I like to do, just to check it out. Fence is good. We're gonna shut it off and we're gonna get to beekeeping. Well, it's still raining, but first things first, I think I'm gonna get the string trimmer out and try to get it down as low as I can, and we'll get that done. And then the other thing I wanted to do today, even if it is gonna rain, I got 2 swarm traps, one halfway up the mountain and one right along the road. So both of them usually, you know, I got about 50-50 chance, but I've caught bees there before. There are some wild bees here in the forest. I have a couple videos where I walked up and made sure they were still alive, and they were earlier this spring, somehow, some way. They made it through the year. And this apiary here, now some of it is from splits and stuff from the home apiary. Brought them down to the cabin here. But I'd say 50% of the stock down here is from the wild bee tree up the mountain here. And it'll be a sad day when that one's gone, but I know that I have the daughters or mothers, queens throughout the year, and I'm going to keep them going as long as I can. While it's sprinkling a little bit, let's go check on the wild bees. Well, here we are at the second one. Let's see if we struck out or if we got some. Oh yeah. Well, I'll come back tonight and lock these in, close the gate, and I'll take them to the home apiary. Boy, that makes me happy. All right. I just heard a wild turkey. That makes me so happy. Hey, no ants. That's always a good sign. Not for the bees, just because I hate when the ants live in the top. Go ahead and let's see what we got. Make sure the queen's not on the inner cover. It's got a little weight to it. I'm curious to see if that queen came back and started laying. That's heavy. Oh yeah, look at that. That's full of nectar on that side. What I want to see is some brood. That would make me happy, because then I know that The queen came back and has mated. Oh, larva. Baby larva. This whole thing is larva. So, success. Oh yeah, it's all capped. There's quite a kind of a shotgun appearance there, but that don't bother me none. Doesn't need to be a full sheet. Same thing on this side. Very. Oh yeah. That was an old queen cell. That's fine. Well, that's just great news. I know that the queen went out and got mated. We are going to put this back. Squeeze them together. Well, I couldn't start my day off better than that. This colony was a swarm caught down by the road. I think I just showed you that. That we just caught another one. But the whole front of this looked like it had, you know, streak marks on it, and I don't know. Some people say that's dysentery and stuff. I just think it was a long winter, and they were eating goldenrod honey, so that's pretty high in mineral content. So I guess what I'm saying is if you see that, it's not the end of the world. I know there's a bunch of people out there, and they, you know, they'll think, oh, how am I gonna, what do I need to do to treat this? My bees have diarrhea. But I mean, it's winter time and they're eating high mineral content honey, and everything's fine. You don't need to overreact, because the best thing, anytime they're pooping on the front of the hive, a good flow cleans that up every single time. Maybe not every time, but the majority. All I'm doing is just taking off a little propolis here, because I am gonna put a box on this. Let's go get a box and stick it on here. This is a good one to start off with. Normally in my videos, these ones, the first one I pick is never good, but for today it worked out. All right, well, we got a box here. Let's see what we got. Partially drawn out from last year. Some foundation. Another partial from last year. Get this out of the way. And I know I say this in every video, but I brand the front of my boxes, and that really helps me out. So I know this is the front. Well, that's a triple stack. That's what I need for honey this year. I never pull any of the bottom too. That's always for the bees. I let that for them. Man, that makes me super excited. Put the lid back on. And now I did have the brick up, meaning that I needed to check to make sure this queen came back. I saw eggs, larvae, and brood, so I'm going to lean that forward straight just like that. And let me get my notes. Today is May 24th, so exactly 1 month and a day. And we have a laying queen. Perfect. Eggs, larvae, brood, added third. And that'll be it. On to the next one. Rinse and repeat. Get you down here. If anyone's interested in my notes, basically I just get these Write and Rain notepads. Then I get a clip, and it started to rain again. And I have this on every one of my hives. It really helps out. I'm getting out of here. It's raining. During that rain delay, I ended up getting all the string trimming done around the fence and around the hives, so it's looking good. Hopefully the rain will hold off here and I can get through some more colonies. I got through the whole front over there, and now we're gonna get the second and the third row. Let's see how we're doing. Well, let's talk about what we got done here today, and I think it's a good lesson. I got all the string trimming done. I got a few boxes added. I found some good colonies, and then I also found some that would need a little help. One or two of them might be queenless, but I'm going to give it till the next time just to see if that queen came back, and by next time I'll know. But I brought all this equipment down and I was ready to put it on, but like I said, it's a good lesson. In your mind, when you're an hour away and you're packing up, you think you know what you're going to do, but then you just got to wait and let the bees tell you what they need. If they don't need a box, I'm not going to put it on. Some of them were in the middle, and I made my best guess, but I'm going to take it as a win here today. I'm here. I'm at the cabin. I'm going to relax. I do got to go down and get that swarm tonight. Not the one that's in the swarm trap. Just close the door, and I'm going to take them back to the home apiary, but I started to get a little bit, I just wanted things to be bigger and just add boxes on to everything, but that's not the way it happened here today, but it's all right. We got a lot done. I'm set for next time. I'm going to take down on my phone what we have here as far as equipment, and I always put how many are in doubles, how many are in triples for planning for next time. But anyways, I wanted to sign off here. And remember, be kind to your bees, and we'll see you next time.